Editing mistakes. We've all been there. Imagine you've been masking yourself for years before discovering the rotoscope tool. All that time wasted. Let's make sure that that doesn't happen again. Today you'll learn 5 editing mistakes and how to fix them. Let's start by masking. Masking in Premiere is perfect for small and easy tasks, like a hidden cut for example. But what about text behind a person? That would be a nightmare in Premiere. Instead, duplicate your clip by holding Alt and dragging it one track up. You will understand why in a second. Next, right-click your clip and choose Replace with After Effects Composition. Now After Effects will open up and you'll see your clip right here in the timeline. Now in the toolbar, select the Rotoscope tool. To start rotoscoping, make sure the playhead is on the first frame of your clip. Then in the preview panel, double-click your clip. This is kinda like the source window. Now click and drag to make a selection. If you accidentally selected too much, hold down Alt to make your selection smaller. When you're done, hit the spacebar and let After Effects do its thing. You can always pause the process and adjust the mask if it makes mistakes. When you're done, click the freeze button. This will register the rotoscope on your clip. Now when you're ready, you have the background removed and you can go back to Premiere. In here, you can now add text in between your 2 clips. It's that simple. Editing mistake number 2, leaving in unintended jump cuts and black frames. Jump cuts are actually very annoying. This, of course, was over-exaggerated, but in between those 2 clips, try to scale up the first or the second one. That way, it will look like you're changing shots and it won't feel weird. Another editing mistake that happens to anyone are black frames. These can be easily avoided by simply double-checking before exporting. Or you can use a super awesome feature called Close Gaps. You will find it in the sequence menu on top. Select Close Gap and boom, all your gaps will be gone. If you want to apply this on only a portion of the timeline, just select the clips where you want the gaps to be closed and do it again. There you go. Mistake number 3, not using audio, the sponsor of today's video. It's an extremely high quality music and sound effects library for creators. The music on here is literally created by music producers who specifically craft music for content creators like us. So no generic stock music or anything on audio. You can browse music the traditional way or you can use a brand new feature called Hands AI. All you need to do is describe your project style and scene in as much detail as possible. When you're done, audio will find songs based on your description. It kind of feels like ChatGPT, but then for music. Let's search for cinematic music, intense, strings and build-up. There you go. That's exactly what I needed. Now what I love most is that audio remembers what kind of music I like for my videos, which means I can create playlists with music I actually want to use. Their AI tool will recognize my taste and it will find similar songs. No need to browse for hours anymore. I honestly can't imagine going back to bad stock music. Definitely use the code Premiere Basics for 70% off the Audio Pro plan in the description down below. And now it's time for mistake number 4, color grading your clips every time, again and again. I know you're probably using LUTs, but you can actually change these and turn them into a preset. That way you'll never have to color grade the same studio recording ever again. So for example, what I do is basically load in my LUT. This will turn my video from, again, a log profile to a Rec 709 profile. You can easily find this LUT by looking up Rec 709 and then your camera brand. Once you download it, load it into Lumetri. You can then apply this color profile to your video. Now you can make all the adjustments to further tweak the color grade. And once that's done, go to the effect controls and right-click the Lumetri effect we just created. Now click on Save as Preset. Give it a name, for example, your camera name and the location the preset is meant for. And now you can simply drag your presets from the FX library straight on your clips. It's that simple. Oh, and here's a little bonus mistake. Instead of applying that LUT to all your clips separately, apply it to the source of your clip. To do that, simply select one of your clips and then in the effect controls, click on the source button. Then in the effects library, find your preset and drag it straight into the source. Now the color grade is applied to the entire clip. And now it's time for the biggest mistake ever, which is not knowing these 5 awesome editing tricks in the video right here on my left. Thank you guys so much for watching.